Brave friend, hear my plight. The great frog king Glugwort and his people hath been taken captive by the most fearsome rat of all, Ratso. Thou might scoff, but I assure ye that Ratso and his army are not to be trifled with, or any other kind of puddinged with. Thou must aid me in rescuing the frog folk. As but a single frog, I fear mine chances of success alone are as good as naught. What say ye? Well met. Then follow me. Onward! Hark! Our quarry lies ahead. We shall dispatch these reprehensible rodents in the blink of an eye. Ha-ha! Thou fights with the warrior's heart. Sometimes it is not easy being brave. Worry not, citizen, for the threat has been quelled. Hop home swiftly. I gather thou dost not hear the language of frogs, but know that he was grateful for our help. Now, let us press on. More rats! Let us take the fight to them. With thy aid, we shall surely emerge victorious. Those rodents hold thou no more. Return to thy dwellings, post haste. Yes, I shall relay the message. She wished me to pass on her gratitude, and that she is fond of thy sick style, whatever that means. Shall we proceed? Together, we shall defeat these beasts. Now is our moment. We strike! The enemy's hand has been stayed. Thou art free. Not even a thank ye from that one. No matter, our work is not yet done.
Well, I hope you understand these newfangled forges. I've no idea what this electro-catty thing it needs is.
Big green fella. No, not Hulk. The other one, apparently. He's a bit of a ruckus. He needs to watch himself before he makes too many enemies.
Thanks. That poor fellow was in dire need of shearing. Normally we don't throw wool in the forge, but apparently this takes care of everything. Impressive, eh? If it works.
I've noticed no one has thought to write a national anthem for our great nation of Chronopolis. So here's something to start you off.
Nice cutting. We'll make a smith of you yet.
There's some kind of exhibition.
Nice work! Now we need to turn up the heat and combine those elements. Think that means putting some of that electro-catty into that doodad there.
I tried to buy a pizza.
This forge came from that floating city, Avalon or something. Chapel told me said it allows even the worst smith to make great armor. Wait. Oh, that looks about right to me, I think. You've done this before, haven't you? Perfect. Armor fit for a king. You'll be wanting paying for all your work, eh? Well, here you go.
Must find bad people. Scare them away.
By Odin's beard, ye shall feel the thunder of mine hammer. Nefarious creature, free my companion or face the consequences. The danger has passed. Is thou able to find thine own way home? I used to attend school with her, though she did not seem to recall me. And after countless occasions of lending her mine eraser.
Kang surveillance drone now approaching. Please move aside.
Hark! That is the dreaded Rat, Ratso, and holds the king as his prisoner. Deplorable rodent! Feel the wrath of Frogilner! Have at thee, foul creature! Curse ye, Ratso! Thou shalt pay for this insult to our great king! My noble king, we have banished the rats. Thou art free. Well, I am humbled by your kind words, my liege. I would tell you what he said, but I fear the human tongue would not do it justice. Apologies. Well fought. With Ratso and his army driven from this land, King Glugwort and the rest of mine frog brethren are safe once more. Well, as safe as a frog can be in this strange place. We must still contend with one of Frogkind's greatest enemies, the one they call Lawnmower. But that is for another time. We must celebrate this victory, which would surely have eluded me had it not been for thy help. Thank you, friend. In return, I shall lend you the aid of Frogilner whenever you have need.
What's this? Mayhaps an ancient relic of great importance. I suppose there are aspects to living amongst mortals that I still fail to grasp.
believe I may be of some assistance here.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
The technology in Kang surveillance drones is impressive, but I don't appreciate being watched. I wonder how hard they'd be to destroy.
I'm the world's fastest runner. None of you will ever beat me. Think you can beat my record? You're welcome to try. You've got to go fast to beat my time. Not bad, but there's no way you can beat my record. You call that fast? My grandmother runs faster.
Hey!
Nothing's gonna stand in my way today.
I am ready to face any challenge.
Part of Chronopolis. Citizens are reminded that watching...
Thanks. Burgers are on me.
Have you or somebody you know been affected by the symbiote? Then...
But I never got to finish that big report at work.
Why didn't I just walk? It's only a couple of feet.
I hear that Demonics is hiring. Too bad they have such a bad reputation. And that name can't be doing them any favors.
Yipes!
Do you ever get
days are now also Kang Day. Happy Kang Day.
The giant sword that fell from the sky. Good or bad omen?
I am the Iron Fist. I hold back the storm when nothing else can.
Apparently, there's some shady kidnapping rackets going on down in the maintenance tunnels.
There's no limit to the scope of my cameo talent. Where's my award for best cameo?
Looks like the Cybernet is playing up again. I should have been more careful.
Honestly, you'd think the public eye were conspiring to make some sort of profit from people parking.
Maybe I should take a vacation.
Apparently, there's some shady kidnapping rackets going on down in the maintenance tunnels.
Every day's great at Alchemax.
You ever get nervous when you walk on those transparent sidewalks? What? No.
You can do it, Avengers. I believe in you. Even if your actions aren't technically authorized by Alchemax.
I don't mean to brag or anything, but Mr. Stone said hello to me that time when I passed him on the street. Or at least I think it was Mr. Stone. It was a really busy street. Tell me that big shield disappearing from Kang's tower means this whole thing is nearly over.
Looks like the Cybernet is playing up again. People from the past thought the future would have more spacesuits in it.
Another wonderful day in Chronopolis? I don't mean to brag or anything, but Mr. Stone said hello to me that time when I passed him on the street. Or at least I think it was Mr. Stone. It was a really busy street.
Let me take care of it.
You can do it, Avengers. I believe in you. Even if your actions aren't technically authorized by Alchemax. I hear the demonic is hiring. Too bad they have such a bad reputation. And that name can't be doing them any favors.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Looks like the cybernet is playing up again.
Hope it's safe out today.
Apparently, there's some shady kidnapping rackets going on down in the maintenance tunnels.
Citizens of Chronopolis are reminded not to wantonly deface public property. Specifically, stop putting those weird top hats on top of things.
Looks like the cyber...
I might not be able to use this, but that's the whole reason we work as part of a team.
Where's my personal holographic assistant when I need him?
I am Amora, but you may refer to me as Enchantress, if I allow you to.
Maybe I should take a
Just another realm for me to rule.
What are the weather settings today?
I was never in this much danger before, Chronopolis.
Apparently, there's some shady kidnapping rackets going on down in the maintenance tunnels.
Looks like the cybernet is playing up again.
Tell me that big shield disappearing from Kang's tower means this whole thing is nearly over.
I wonder if the people from the past thought the future would have more spacesuits in it. If this part of New York was just lifted straight out to be part of Chronopolis, does that mean there's just a big hole where it used to be? You can do it, Avengers. I believe in you. Even if your actions aren't technically authorized by us.
One day, I'll have a black card of my own, and I'll be able to afford whatever I want. Like a house, or a car, or 2 houses.
Behold, the mighty frog of thunder!
Honestly, you'd think the public eye were conspiring to make some sort of profit.
our king.
Maybe I should take a vacation.
Not since I crossed that road have I seen such rare treasure.
Is there anything better than a properly filed logistics report? Quite the show at the Colosseum earlier, wouldn't you say? I'm just surprised that shuttle made it through the portal unscathed. Not a lot of things do.
Ravonna, is this a new TV? I can't figure out the remote. How do I switch this to...
Tourist trap? I never thought I'd see.
Is that some kind of old-fashioned t-shirt cannon? That Red King was a weird guy, unless there's more to it than that.
Quite the show.
Dark dimension, like I originally planned.
That looks like something I can handle.
it is. Red King's obedience staff. It's finally mine! Oh, cool! There's something written on the side of it. Clearance sale 90% off. Oh. Well, so much for that. Thanks anyway. You're welcome to keep any of that trash as a reward.
I am ill at ease performing in this Ethernet food preparation charade while the city is in the midst of Ragnarok.
Yes, you made that quite clear when you broke the camera. You did give your word, though.
I didst give thou my word.
Someone else is gonna have to handle this.
How are those camera repairs coming, guys? Oh, looks like we can get started. I'm a Midgardian.
And I am an Asgardian.
And this is
the Forget the Takeaway.
It's time to cook real food in a web show. Today we're joined by a special guest, a real-life Asgardian from the hidden realm of Asgard.
I was deceived into giving my word and am now indentured until the end of this recording session.
Tremendous! Today, we're taking a look at creating a traditional gold brick roast while paying special attention to the cultural requirements of the Asgardian diet so our guest here feels well at home.
Before Ragnarok, this was my home. Now, in the aftermath, it is ever more apparent that everything I once knew is gone.
So there's no specific things you can't eat then?
Gluten is iffy.
Well, as soon as the fridge turns up, we'll get cooking, just like Andrimnir would himself.
Actually, Andrimnir was a rather limited chef, capable only of preparing the same dish night after night. His title, God of Cooking, is naught but a cruel joke.
While we wait, why not purchase your own the Forget the Takeaway, It's Time to Cook Real Food in a Web Show apron from our high-quality website designed by my nephew. Although we can allude to it, we can't show you the apron or the website for legal reasons, as our rivals own the broadcast rights to it.
Is all Midgardian law so contrived?
Mainly copyright law. Delicious Asgardian ingredients sourced straight from the heartland of Asgard. Let's take a moment to savor and appreciate their beauty before we chuck them all in the blender.
This blender you speak of, I do not see it.
That's because, despite your appointed role as goddess of unpacking recently purchased kitchen appliances, you've neglected to unpack our recently purchased kitchen appliance.
I see. 100,000 apologies. The instructions provided here are insufficient, filled with pictograms with nary a word in sight. I cannot do this.
So, esteemed guest, any fun vacations planned?
Most Asgardian holiday destinations have been recently closed off to me due to lava. Could you recommend any Midgardian destinations?
I'm told Tahiti is a magical place.
How amusing. The Kree speak poorly of it.
And now, to move our concoction into the hot fires of the end of the world for...
I was led to believe we were using some manner of sponsored Midgardian device to generate heat in this escapade.
I'm gonna edit you saying that out of this. For 30 minutes at 1,832 degrees Fahrenheit, or thereabouts.
Must we really wait 30 minutes?
Nah, nobody waits that long for a cake these days.
Cake? Not roast?
Nobody's paying attention. It's fine. And voila! The perfect dessert for your Asgardian-themed dinner party. Serves